Hey there, comic fans. This is Comicfan with another episode of The Humble Haul. This episode, I've got basically, I think, two stops. I went to a flea market and a local show over the weekend. That produced a little bit of a stack of books that I need to clear out of the way, so I'll go ahead and get to that. My trip to the flea market only produced about 3 books. That was fine with me. I got dollar book here, John Byrne's Babe, #1. I figured for $1, I might as well check this out. It's worth the gamble, just for a read. It's basically about a guy that's coming home on a bit of bad luck. He runs into this alien, which is actually Babe, and the guy's a film producer, tries to exploit her, and that's pretty much all that's in this issue. It's an okay read for some John Byrne stuff. That's not Marvel or DC. It's a little refreshing to see something else. Along with that flea market trip, I got a better copy. I already have a copy of this. It's Brother Power the Geek #2. And that was a great thing to have to put back in my collection. It's great Joe Simon work. That a little quirky. It's not your regular thing. Although I don't have the first issue, so I'm still looking for that so we can actually complete the story on that. And along with that, at the same vendor, I got yet another XMen issue to check off my list to try to complete the run. It's XMen number 123, classic story with the X-Men in Arcade's Murder World. And that's some really great Claremont, John Byrne, and Terry Austin stuff. Okay, now on to my trip to the flea market. Pretty decent stack of books. Feels heavy stuff. So first vendor in the door, a couple of dollar books. I love these superhero catalog. It's just a little catalog filled with toys that I grew up with as a kid. It's great fond memories and just good stuff to flip through and take you back to memory lane. The rest of the dollar books there at that one vendor. A couple more Howard the Duck books to start working on that haul or that list of books. Number 18, number 17, and number 15. Howard the Duck apparently had some really strange characters or strange villains. This guy here is the mysterious island of Dr. Bong. Dr. Bong is not the bong I had in mind, though. He's more of a bell and not the thing you smoke things with. Still, nonetheless, pretty good stuff. Good stuff to make fun of. Couple more steps down, another vendor came into a couple more dollar books. This was good find. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac #2. Seems good enough for me. It comes from the guys that now bring you Invader Zim, if I'm correct. I definitely saw a lot of Invader Zim influences from this book. Some good stuff. And for $1, not bad at all. Here was something I found real interesting in that dollar bin. Death Rattle #3. Just from the title up above, shows some J. OBarr's Lost Crow pages. James OBarr, of course, is the creator of The Crow. And if I flipped through this book, found some stuff that is supposedly lost, but it's still a good find for $1. For Crow fans, sure, definitely. I came across this, and I saw Weapon X and and his buddy there. This was almost a good find. I was so excited to see a Bone #1. Luckily, Weapon X went and corrected me that it's from Image Comics and not cartoon books. I was just excited to find a Bone #1. In fact, I think I already have this. But thanks a lot, Weapon X, for bringing me back down to earth. We had a good laugh about it, and I moved on. Okay, one more dollar book. Actually, two more dollar books. Psycho #1. Alfred Hitchcock's work of Psycho put in a comic book form. #1 from Innovation Comics. Great painted art, actually. I believe the whole book is painted art, which is something you don't normally see unless you're looking at some Alex Ross stuff. I that was a good find for $1. I'm really happy to see this. It's a Marvel Milestone edition of Tales of Suspense #39. It reprints the first appearance of Iron Man. What I enjoy about the Marvel Milestone series is that they basically take the whole book, ads and all, and reprint it. Normally when you find a reprint nowadays, it has some modern ads and whatnot, but this is a complete reprinting of that book. So it doesn't make me feel like I've really lost out on it. It's a great placeholder if I ever find the original. But I'm okay with this for $1. It's really good. Okay, and then I went on to a vendor that was way in the back, still setting up, and he gave me 6 books for $8. And normally I am not used to picking up modern books, but for $8 to get these 6 books, the 6 modern books, by the way, I was thrilled. So I'll show you this here. First thing I picked up was Green Lantern Rebirth #1. Seems good to me for just over $1. Rebirth Batman #1, the Janine cover. An all new Wolverine #1. Let's see. I've seen this book quite a bit. Just recently in Yanni Gogolak's recent haul. New Avengers #35. Awesome cover with the Venom taking over Wolverine. Great stuff. Also, I found Batman #655. First appearance of Damian Wayne. Great Andy Kubert art and an excellent Grant Morrison story. Good stuff. And then lastly, I got this. Spider-Man Deadpool #1. I wasn't expecting to see this at all, and certainly not for the price that I paid for it. Really good stuff. I'd consider this probably my first Deadpool book to own. The guy had tons and tons of Deadpool, but me not being a huge Deadpool fan, I didn't know exactly where to start off. And since I've seen this in many videos, I figured this would be a great starting point. Not so bad to go and finish off my haul for today. I would like to add that recently I've been filling in or warming the seat of Merc with a Mouth while he is on parental duty leave. Him and his wife just had a baby. So I will be filling in his seat and keeping his seat warm on his show, along with Undisputed Frost and Gene Paulus Peter. Their show is called All About Comics, and I think I filled in the last 2 episodes. You guys can see me do a little spiel on that, and I'll give you a link to it in the comments below. So, in the meantime, this is Comicfan. You guys have a good one, and as always, happy hunting. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.